Hi, welcome to ResDiary. This is an internal release video for the Silverware ResDiary integration. So this is ResDiary with a fair amount of booking activity going on in it, and this is Silverware POS. So I'll take you through a few basic scenarios and then I will show you some more complicated things. So first of all, it is a two-way integration, meaning that any activity happening in ResDiary will be reflected in the POS, and the activity in the POS will reflect back to ResDiary. So let's take a look first of all at Jay Savage, who has a fair amount of information going on: customer comments, booking comments, promotions, deposits. So let's see how Silverware deals with that. So I'm going to first of all find table 4. At this point I'm prompted to see, is this Jay Savage? And I'm going to confirm that it is and confirm that the whole party has arrived. At this point the information about the reservation is presented to the POS user, so name, company name, birthday, anniversary, interests, VIP status, customer comments, booking comments, promotions, payments, table, channel, booking extras, and the reason for booking. So I could print those, but I'm just going to seat this customer and order some beer and send that away to the bar. Okay, so that's table 4. Not very good reflection. And if we refresh ResDiary, we'll see that Jay Savage's booking is seated. So the same kind of sequence of events happens with any booking, whether it be a walk-in or whether it be a joined table or whether it be any booking in ResDiary, late, etc. So if I go to table 2, I'm going to be presented with Susan Moore. That's Susan Moore here, and I could mark that as partially seated from here. And order a single drink. So Modelo moment. So let's just refresh ResDiary there, and we'll see Susan Moore altered to partially seated. Now this reservation was a walk-in added in ResDiary, as opposed to these ones that have already had orders taken and been associated with checks. So that's table 7. So in Silverware, if we go to table 7, we will again be prompted to associate this with this walk-in and then go into the ordering process. At which point, when we reflect, we've got some drinks ordered on that walk-in. So Silverware does deal with joins so if we take a look at table 5 and 6 where we have Autumn sitting, we'll just go into table 5. Mark that now as fully seated. Order some beer. And we can see Autumn now with the drinks included. And if we take a look at Silverware, they have got table 5 and 6 occupied. and taken out of action to reflect that booking sitting on across them. So the same actions can be taken from within Silverware. So if a check is opened, say on table 11, that will reflect in ResDiary. So once we have a look at ResDiary, on table 11 the walk-in has been created there. So let's just take a look at some of the more complicated actions. So I will create a walk-in on table 3 from the POS, ignoring Jane Doe. Going to ignore Jane Doe and not seat her. And if we take a look at ResDiary, the walk-in has been created on table 3 with the drinks, and Jane Doe has automatically been shifted to another table because we realised that she can't sit there at the same time as somebody else. Now I'm just going to cancel this reservation and pretend they're a no-show, just to create a little extra room to illustrate another scenario. So now we've got room on table 4, let's pretend that Autumn wants to move to table 1. So within Autumn's check, we can see that is Autumn there. We have a number of other options. So I can transfer. So we'll just transfer this, and we'll transfer to another order, the entire order, and we're going to put that onto table 1. Okay, and while we're here, we'd order some more beer. And then in ResDiary we can see that Autumn has been moved onto that alternative table. So let's just take a look at how Silverware POS deals with meal statuses. So we'll go into J Savage's booking on table 4. And we will see that they have some course identifiers at the bottom here. So if we set one of those while we're ordering beer, send that away, we will see in ResDiary that the course identifier has been updated. So like this, the EPOS integration can map certain meal items against certain courses, and the server can, when calling them away, indicate to ResDiary that that is the status, that the meal status the booking is on. So when the time comes for the bill to be printed, the waiter can print that bill, going straight into other actions, and if we update ResDiary, we'll see the icon changing. We can see that there, and another one down here. When the eventual time comes, we'll use table 4 in this example, and I have gone through the sequence of printing, recall the last bill, So ResDiary's updated the print, and then when we pay, we will apply the payment amount. So the one shortfall of this integration is it doesn't automatically apply deposits that may have been applied against the booking, so it's down to the server to do so. I'm just going to pay this off in full and close the check. At which point we're back to here, and in ResDiary, once we refresh, we will see the check closed, leaving the table open for another walk-in or check to be opened, and we can see this customer spend recorded against the booking, and in the EPOS tab we will see the check items that were ordered by the guest. So that is the Silverware POS integration, and hopefully they'll produce a more slick video than I.